I mean, how many mental health professionals from outside of Iran could even possibly comprehend the problems or talk about the problems that they imagine kids or people, youth, even other people in Iran are dealing with, living under such uh, a regime that is a scary, shameful uh, regime that continues to want to deny freedom for all Iranians to live in, to be able to travel to and back from that country, uh, out of nothing, out of what, fear for fear for being proven to be civil rights uh, civil rights abusers, civil human rights abusers. Uh, how I would love to see every university in the whole world hold discussions on mental health for Iranian people that are living inside of Iran, and also Iranians have been um, who know that there is a regime that would be emboldened by an Iran deal so much that they would be able to kill dissidents or threaten dissidents or abuse the rights of dissidents through through methods that are absolutely illegal, just to talk about the freedom that people there should have when it comes to uh, freedom of dress, just even freedom of dress, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of language, freedom of everything. I mean, freedom of music, freedom of movies, freedom of being able to write and direct movies that don't have to deal with being told to dress. I mean, it's absolutely it's absolutely shameful that you'd have to that women cannot make a movie in that country without being Islamic. And when I say Islamic, I mean they have to wear Islamic clothing. So you cannot even consider what I said offensive, because it's as wouldn't Jill Biden or Kamala Harris or a prince a prince or a socialist or a liberal or a president or a Trump or anybody. I mean, wouldn't, if your family members were forced to wear these clothing or have their heads chopped off or go to jail, wouldn't you be? Isn't that something that you should be able to speak out against? I mean, that's how sick, how shameful it is in that society. I mean, it's 2022. Imagine USA 2022. Everybody in America under a Joe Biden or Kamala Harris government is forced to wear hijab. But because of what Freedom Trump wanted, forced to wear a mask. Maybe it's conspiracy. Maybe it was a conspiracy, and the Democrats created coronavirus to help keep Islamic Republic of Iran out of the public eye, out of the public, out of the mind's reason, the reasonable things that Trump and Pompeo were going to tell the Iranian government have to change in the Iran deal. What if the Iranians or the Chinese and the Russians or the communists, everybody wears a mask. Everybody wear a mask. What would you do if they said if you can't wear a mask, you would all be sent to prison? let's say the women in your that's now 4 years they erased everything the last 2 years of what Trump was trying to do to help Iranian people and all people soon, because let's see what happens if all the women in the United States, including what would they do if all the women are forced to wear hijabs, or they would be imprisoned? Go to jail. You're not wearing a hijab on your head. Time to go to jail. What would Obama do? What would Obama say to his family members or to the police or to the public if his wife and his daughters were told that they had to stop wearing shorts in public? They couldn't go to the beach anymore without wearing a complete full burqa and Islamic clothing. If they couldn't post a YouTube video without saying in the name of someone. Maybe that's why Trump was so extremely useful of being a Christian to all the Democrats. Maybe that's why he was so proud of how much they hated him. Maybe that's why I was so proud of how much they hated him. Maybe that's why I was so happy about that. That's how much of a white Christian male he was. Maybe that's why I was so happy, because I know that's happening to all the women in Iran, and I know that Obama gave them he gave them the 150 billion. He didn't include any social or political or cultural freedoms or civil rights abuses in his Iran deal. I mean, if they can't change that, then that means that I have to be in fear of going back, of going there. Everybody there has to live in fear and live in depression and live in a society where that country is free enough to tell everybody that's the right thing to do. All the women in America, all the women in England, Germany, Israel, Russia, where else? France, everyone. Cover your hair in chador, or else nobody sleeps with you. No, it's not a joke. The reality is that cover your head in chador or you'll go to prison. And if you keep doing it, you'll stay there forever. And who knows what they'll do to you in there, because they are known to torture people. They are known to torture people for things like that. What do you do if that's what happens to you, America? What do you do, Joe Biden, if that's what happens to you and tomorrow Jill Biden has to wear a burqa or she's sent to jail? Is that what happens if every girl in America has to go through that? That's what every Iranian girl is going through. Is that right? Is that why we should vote for you? Is that why we should vote for Hillary? Is that why the world is that why the world why the world kept Hillary from beating Trump in 2016? Possibly. Is that why America kept the Democrats in office in 2016? Possibly. So you have another. You have another. Don't make another mistake and make a deal. And I'm speaking to the Iranian government. Don't make a mistake by continuing the fascism that you've created ever since 1979 or 1980. It's not right. آدم‌های شماها آدم‌های ایران بزرگتر از این چیزا هستن. آدم‌های ایران این چیزا رو چیز نمی‌کنن دیگه. این چیزا رو اکسپت نمی‌کنن که مجبور بکنین اینجوری لباس بپوشیم، مجبور بکنیم که بهتون که چادر بذارن رو سرم و منم نمیخوام مجبور باشن که تو فیلماشون چادر بذارن. مجبور نباید باشن تو فیلماشون یا تلویزیونشون چادر بذارن. Yeah, and you know the reason that I'm so mad at the reason that it's taken me so long to even make a video and talk about this is because for 4 years Trump put someone put some things to spy on me, and haven't let me have any freedom since then. And instead of being able to focus on this issue, I've been tormented by being called a racist and being abused with accusations of wanting to wanting to be white, whiter than anything, and whiter than the whole world, whiter than all the white people, whiter than anything you can possibly imagine. You know, I've been tormented with people asking me to be ashamed of myself, be ashamed of being ashamed of, I don't know, being ashamed of not liking rap music, not liking black people, and it's just unbelievably sad. It's unbelievably sad that my family has had to be abused by the same kind of words and stalking from the Democrats and the socialists or the communists or the people who make, you know, celebrities in America. It's really sad that you people would train all those celebrities and all those singers to attack me based on the fact that I'm Persian, I'm Jewish. I consider Cyrus the Great to be the founder of freedoms of religion and freedoms of society, and freedom, and also civilization, and maybe not civilization, but I consider him to be something great. And it's a shame that all of the people who are absolutely anti freedom for the country of Iran, and all the people who have stopped the progress of social change and freedom for that country, and actually helped the people who promote violence against in that country, and promote and wanted to keep me mentally feeling like I was a Muslim, and that would make me not Jewish, or it would make me not white, or it would make me not American, or it would make me not European, or it would make me not anything. It's a shame that you people got away with beating Trump in 2020, because I think you cheated. And I think that you people should be ashamed of yourselves, and I don't think that if you if you try and keep this system this way without addressing the reality that you made a deal to help people continue that system, I think you should be ashamed of yourself. And I think that I'm supporting Trump from today on. I'm supporting myself or Trump for presidency of the United States of America. and Iran, and even to be the head of the royal families. From today on, Shaheen Shokoofandeh supports himself to be these three things, and supports even Trump if Trump is running again, and would avoid all Democrats, and would speak out against all Democrats and socialists and communists until they agree with what I say. And I think that everybody from civilized culture would agree with me that Islamic law, burqas and stuff like that should not be mandatory worldwide and in any country, and every country should respect women's freedoms, and they should respect people that they should respect people, or they should be prepared to see another 4 years of fascism when it goes the other way, which means the Trump kind of fascism, the Trump slavery years, the 4 years or whatever you want to call him. So, is there going to be a change in the society of if Iran's government changes and gives its people freedom? I wouldn't say that. I would say that and celebrities stop abusing me, and I'm not abusing me. Celebrities stop accusing me for wanting to be a great white racist. Everything would be okay. But until then, I will still fight against the Democrats not as a Republican, but I would support Trump. I would even support Trump against them, and I would hope that he wins, and even claim that you people cheated, and bring Trump back as soon as possible, and make him and put an end to and seriously put an end to the Islamic Republic of Iran, and other societies, maybe even the Saudis, or any other country that does this to a population that does not support that society. We should seriously take more time, we should seriously see freedom for these people, and we won't stop speaking freely and fighting against celebrity shows. That I won't stop speaking out for freedom, for civilization, and freedom and normal laws in Iran and USA. So support Shaheen Shokoofandeh for President of Iran and President of the United States.